What is up, everybody? Tuberverse here today, and we're gonna talk about the massive successful, pretty much out of nowhere game, Helldivers 2. Nobody had this on their bingo list. The Helldivers 2 was gonna be a massive success as it is right now. Like, I definitely didn't anticipate this game to do as well as it's doing right now. People are loving it right now. Apparently, so much so that Phil Spencer stated that he wanted the game on Xbox too, and now Xbox fans petitioned for Helldivers 2 to launch on Xbox. This is I guess this is the only game that people on Xbox desperately want. We usually see it from the other side where people desperately want Xbox games, but now we're seeing Xbox gamers desperately want something that's on the PlayStation side, so that's interesting. Apparently there's a petition going around, close to 23,000 signatures have been garnered so far. The petition heralds the arrival of the Blood franchise on new platforms, so they wanted to go on Xbox, it seems like, apparently, so very interesting. They want this on Xbox that badly. And like, I don't know if that's even gonna be a good thing right now because their servers are at full capacity right now. A lot of people aren't even playing the game who bought the game because the servers are so full. So opening up to Xbox wouldn't even be like a good a good thing to even do right now because the people who bought the game on PlayStation can't even play it right now, really. So the irony of all this, after they celebrated Redfall, Hi-Fi Rush, and Starfield being canceled on PS5. I don't know. It's like, yeah, we need exclusives. Well, I don't know. People got different opinions about exclusives at this point in time, especially 2024. People are saying exclusives are just bad for the industry overall. So people are saying, hey, this has always been this way. We should have exclusives. I don't know. I'm gonna let you decide on that. I'm definitely at this point where it's like, hey, I don't really care anymore about the whole. I got every console, but if they got rid of exclusives, I wouldn't care anymore at this point. Look, I hate console exclusivity, but with the state of the service, please God no. Bruh, do you think we want the Xbox community filling up the servers as well? We already got the Steam users filling up and making the PlayStation users having to wait. That is pretty hilarious. I'm still gonna get over that. This game was touted as a new PlayStation game, but the PlayStation users can't even play it because the Steam users are filling it up. So that's kind of crazy. That is a crazy aspect right there. Even Fat Daddy Phil is port begging. That's a weird way of talking about this guy, but okay. He says, I thought they wanted to compete. Meanwhile, all they look for is handouts. Oh, really? We have seen our fair share of Sony fanboys beg for different Xbox games, so let's not start there. Pure hilarity. I'm going to start a petition to bring Tears of the Kingdom to PlayStation. Yeah, it's not. Okay, sure, that's a stretch right there because we know that's a Nintendo property, but this whole Helldivers 2, like this isn't even like I'm sure they're claiming this is a first party, but not really. It's like this is a studio that Sony doesn't even own directly, just put some funding into it, so I don't know. That was definitely a big stretch because Zelda is a Nintendo property, sure, but this is barely a PlayStation property at that, so. And I was like, once again, if this game didn't get as much success as it did so far, because people usually these multiplayer games like this, they don't do that well. So this was a big shocker to everybody. This game did extremely well, even to the PlayStation fan base. They didn't know this game was going to do that well. That's why the servers have issues like this. So this is usually a game you kind of want to see on different platforms, multiple platforms, so they can have the online community be thriving. But once again, this is a what do you call those? A fluke, or like a people don't expect this to happen pretty much. So this is something you don't see that what happens average. Oh, this is not the average thing that happens with these PlayStation online games like this, whereas there's massive success like this. So nah, it's fine where it is. We like the community non-toxic. Saying the Sony community isn't non-toxic is just hilarious. Okay. Last I checked, it ain't just Xbox dudes. It's mainly PlayStation PC dudes wanting to play with their friends on Xbox. I understand y'all want a W any way you can get it, yeah. Oh, yeah. It is a weird predicament because the only people who don't want it to be on Xbox is the console warriors. And it was like, I kind of know my channel's kind of like feed into somewhat because I can kind of do the console war stuff. But it's like, if the console war dies, I'm still going to have a thriving channel. That seems like it. It's like, at this point, Who cares? After I seen that massive freak out of people about the games going over to PlayStation and it was just like no games coming over. I got a different mindset at this point. Like I don't really care at this point. How they go. Let's see. Okay, this is the actual petition. Bring Helldivers 2 to Xbox. Fans await thrilling co-op action. And that like 15,000 people, now it's at 23,000. Xbox is quick to lock down exclusives, yet as soon as Sony gets a good game, Microsoft wants it all for themselves. Easiest thing to do is buy PS5 has the best games. This is kind of hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. This whole console war thing is pretty funny. What happened to competition and Sony can make a Call of Duty killer? Once again, Helldivers 2 suffering from success. You know, console wars are definitely dying anytime soon at this point. Like, stuff like this, they definitely aren't dying anytime soon. Like, it's gonna be the console war thing is the full attention at this point. Like, jeez. Such a pathetic and poisonous fan base on Xbox. You Xbox guys just need to suffer on that Xbox. Pathetic. Don't they have their own games to play? Thirsty, are they? Let them keep wishing. Oh, man. And people want to say I'm like an Xbox fanboy because I prefer Xbox. I would never say no crazy crap as these comments I'm reading right now. Like this is some hilarious stuff right here. LOL, cry you babies. Never gonna happen. Here's that Cope extra strength for that butthurtness. They thought they had plenty of games to play with their Xbox Game Pass. What happened? Oh, man. And Sony has a message for them. Helldivers 2 will never be on Xbox. Console war is officially over. This is a clear proof that Sony PlayStation is king. Oh, man. It's just funny how they say this because this game is a huge fluke. Nobody knew this game was going to do that well. Like, nobody predicted this game being as successful like this. Like, this is like Power World. Like, who thought Power World was going to do those high numbers? So, I don't know. It's just hilarious either way it goes. They went from making fun of State of Plays because it started with Helldivers to this. Yeah, this is kind of a wild turn of events. This whole year, this whole beginning of this year, because we're only in February of this new year, it has been interesting so far. But the whole rumor of games going to PlayStation to now, this is one of the biggest games of this year. Well, no, PlayStation have no pretty much big games now. This game people wouldn't expect, but it's not a really huge success for PlayStation right now. So, definitely been an interesting year so far. So dry at Xbox. They're so desperate wanting PlayStation games now. Oh man, they get to use the same talking points Xbox guys use against them for begging for games like Starfield now. So that's how the console war crumbles. It's like you don't know which side is gonna have the games at one point. So just hilarious nonetheless. But I'm gonna conclude it right here. What do you think? People are begging for this game now on Xbox. And I was like, once again, like for my previous videos, like I'm kind of curious now because I'm gonna see what the buzz is about this game. Like this first was like a game I don't really care about, but yeah, I'm slightly intrigued because people are freaking out about this game so much. Like, well, is it that great that this is just people are freaking out? Is it worth people freaking out over it about? So I don't know. So, but definitely want to see your thoughts down below about this. Leave a like this video. As always, thanks for watching and peace.